Hey guys, it's Dasha. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video where we have the August round of A Game of Tomes. If you are not familiar, A Game of Tomes is my monthly TBR game. I will leave a playlist down below as well as up here. You can get caught up with all of the rules and the previous rounds, but essentially I roll a dice, I move around the board, there are cards and various prompts, and I pick my reading every month based off this. However, before we pick my August TBR, we need to see how I did in the month of July. So this +1 book was my stack for July. We have Smoke Gets in Your Eyes by Caitlin Doughty, which was for the character card of Tormund Giantsbane, which was to read a 5-star prediction. We have Battle Royale by Kushin Takami, which was for the location card King's Landing, which was to read a big book. We then landed on House Stark, which is just a reread, so I picked The Lies of Locke Lamora by Scott Lynch. After that, we landed on House Martell, which was a free space, so I chose to read A Torch Against the Night by Sabaa Tahir. And finally, we got another character card, which was Cersei, which was to randomize my horror TBR, and I got The Girl with All the Gifts by M.R. Carey. And I'm very happy to say that I have read all of these books, so there will be no punishment this month. Now, when it comes to my August reading plans, I do have a few things that I want to get to, but I don't have any like readathons or anything, so it's gonna be smooth sailing, nothing crazy to like plan around, so I'm excited to just get on into it. Let's go. Right, so last time we landed on a character space, so we're gonna start from there today. Let's get right into the first roll for August. 2. 1, 2, ooh, awesome. I get to buy some books. All right, roll number 1, take 2 to actually get a book on the TBR. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We get a character card. We get Olenna. The old woman is not boring though, I'll grant her that, the fearsome old harridan, and not near as frail as she pretends. Read a book nobody talks about. So our first roll landed on Littlefinger's Purse, which means I get to do a book haul. So I don't think I'm gonna buy enough books to make a video about it, but maybe if I do finish the board, maybe next round or something, I'll do like a collected haul because it seems like people are interested in those. But yeah, no books for that one. So then I had to roll again and I got a character card. We got Madame Olenna, and the prompt for that is to read a book that nobody talks about. So for this I've picked Hotel Scarface by Robin Farza. This is a nonfiction account of the hotel in Miami that inspired the movie Scarface. It is basically a very in-depth look at this hotel and all of the people that partied there, all of the cocaine dealers that were working out of it. It is apparently a very, very quick read. My boyfriend actually borrowed my book before I got a chance to read it. He said it was really quick, really engaging, really fun, which is perfect for August. I feel like I'm not really gonna want to bog myself down with really like heavy nonfiction, so I feel like this is going to be perfect. There's some photos in here, there's like some court case details in here that I think is great, and I've literally never heard a single person on BookTube or the bookish internet talk about it, so that fills the prompt perfectly. All right, roll number 2. 3. 1, 2, 3, another character card. And we get Viserys. He was no dragon. Fire cannot kill a dragon. Read a book with a foiled or shiny cover. Nice and vague. Our next prompt also got us a character card, and we got Viserys, and the prompt is to read a book with a foiled or shiny cover. I'm not sure if this is a stretch, but the cover does have some foiling on it. This is Red Seas Under Red Skies by Scott Lynch, the sequel to The Lies of Locke Lamora. This is an adult fantasy about a band of thieves running around this kind of Renaissance era Venice-inspired city. It is just a ton of fun. I love the books, and I'm finally going to get to the sequel. I don't know if you would really call this like a foiled cover, but it's got foiling, so I'm gonna count it because I'm really excited to read this. The 4th book in this series should be coming out later this year, so I really want to make my way through the 3 currently published books and just like completely immerse myself in this world. All right, roll number 3. 1. And we get a battle card. Roll again, and depending on my roll, I move forward or back. Okay, let's see what we get. That is a 5, and a 5 means we move up 2. 1, 2. Roll number 3, take 2. That is a 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness, we're just blowing through the character cards, it seems. John! You know nothing, Jon Snow. Oh, my sweet prince. Read an anticipated book. Our next roll also got us a character card. That's never happened before, to have so many of them. And we got our dear Jon Snow, and the prompt is to read an anticipated book. So I'm gonna go with Royal Assassin by Robin Hobb. My copy finally came in the mail. I've been waiting for a while. This is the sequel to Assassin's Apprentice. It's an adult fantasy set in this kind of medieval fantasy, you know, typical landscape, but there's a little bit of magic and some things that are really unexpected. You're following Fitz, who is the bastard son of the prince-to-be, but once the prince learns that he has a bastard son, he abdicates. The family still decides to take Fitz in and to train him to be the royal assassin. And Assassin's Apprentice completely took me off guard. I wasn't expecting to love it nearly as much as I did. So I was really looking forward to continue with the series, because the Realm of the Elderlings, which this is like one of the trilogies that's in that bigger series, is massive. There are, I think, 5 different series inside of it, each with 3 or 4 books in them. So it is a very long series. Also, this book is massive compared to Assassin's Apprentice. I was not prepared for that. But I'm just so excited to continue it. I absolutely fell in love with these characters, and I am just dying to get back into this world and see what happens to our poor Fitz. Roll number 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good God, I can't get enough of these. Marjorie. So the girl is as clever as she is pretty. Read a popular or hyped book. All right, damn, I guess we got another character card. We got Marjorie, popular or hyped book. I'm gonna go with a classic that's very popular. I think that counts. It's not like a hyped book right now, but I'm going to be reading Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I figured it was about time. I have a goals video going up soon where I kind of reassess all my goals for the year, and I figured that while I've been doing really good on my nonfiction goal, I think that I need to work on my classics. So I have this massive bind-up my mom got me for Christmas or my birthday that has all of the Jane Austen novels, so I figured, especially since I own it now, I will definitely make my way over to Pride and Prejudice. Don't know the plot, I just know there's a Mr. Darcy in there that everyone loves, and I've never read it, so I'm really excited to get into it. All right, and roll number 5 for August. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got House Lannister, which is a thriller or a horror book. And our final roll, which thank God was not a character card, because that would have been really boring, honestly, was a House Lannister space, which means I have to read a thriller or a horror, so I'm going to be reading My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. This is an adult horror novel. It is apparently very campy and very like summer horror flick, which is exactly what I need. Like I said, in August, I don't really want anything like too heavy. I say as I have like massive adult fantasies on my TBR. But in terms of like horror and nonfiction, I really didn't want to bog myself down. I really want to enjoy my last month of the summer. Obviously, this does follow some kind of exorcism between some teen girls, but I don't know much more than that. So my boyfriend actually had read this one. He loves anything like 80s and 80s horror, so he really enjoyed this. He thought it was a lot of fun, perfect for the summer. Also, he bought it specifically because it looks like an old VHS. Be Kind, Rewind, you know, it's got like staff pick on the back, a little VHS logo. It's super cute, but beyond that, he said it was actually like a good, quick, fun read, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. So this is my horror book for House Lannister. And so there it is. There is my stack plus Pride and Prejudice, but I'm not holding that massive bind up. No way, no sir. But yeah, this plus Pride and Prejudice. Also, I will be reading A Reaper at the Gates by Sabaa Tahir. I am buddy reading this with Nat from Nerdy Nat Reads. We have been reading the entire Ember Quartet. So we are on the 3rd book now, and we will be reading that in August. And that is also going on my TBR unofficially. I couldn't quite squeeze it in with these prompts, but yes, so that is my reading plans for the month of August. Let me know what you guys are planning on reading in August, if you have any, you know, hot summer reads you want to finish up the summer with. My social media is linked down below. You guys can always come talk to me there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!